lowest percentage of unemployment, only 2%, and a 0% of poverty. What is up everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dani, and on today's video I'll be talking about places to visit in Cote D'Azur, also known as the French Riviera. Now this area is quite popular among tourists because it is a very glamorous and wealthy area. So you will find plenty of luxurious villas as well as 5 hotel stars and plenty of private yachts. French Riviera is one of the best places to go if you like beautiful beaches and amazing coastal towns, but there is a lot more to it. It is also very family friendly, and so you'll find quite a lot of families with their kids in the parks, in the beach as well. Not only that, Cote d'Azur is pretty popular for hosting 2 famous events around the world, one of them being the Cannes Film Festival, obviously in Cannes, and the other one Compi in Monaco. Before we start this video, I'd just like to give you a note on this area. The French Riviera can be quite popular, especially during summer, so if you plan on visiting during peak times such as July and August, then I would highly recommend you to prepare everything in advance. So if you plan on booking a hotel, make sure you check it quite in advance to make sure you can get a place in a hotel that you desire. And if you want to travel by bus, then you need to make sure that you get not only on time but way before in the queue, in case you want to grab a seat or even be able to take the bus that you want. Sometimes the buses can be so full they won't be allowing anyone else to get into the bus because there's simply no space. And if you are someone who simply doesn't like the crowds, then I would like to invite you to watch my next video where I'll be talking about places that are less popular and less explored, so you can expect to find a bit of peace in those areas. So today's video is going to be mostly about the top popular places, which will be 7, and so these areas can become quite crowded during the summer, so just bear that in mind. As always guys, to make your life easier, I've also written a blog post on this where I've got all of the links to the places that you have to visit and as well some places that I recommend. And in that blog post I've got a map in case you want to visually see where these places are located, so I'm gonna leave the link in the description down below so you can check it if that is something that you prefer, rather than just seeing me and hearing me and then writing everything down and doing your own research. French Riviera does not have an official area that you can say from here to there it's the French Riviera. However, most people would include the area that goes from Saint-Tropez towards Menton, which is the city right at the border with Italy, to be the French Riviera. If you're looking forward to visit this area or you simply heard about it and you would like to know which places would be the best to visit, then please stay with me. I'm gonna start with the first location right now. So the first place on this list is obviously Nice. Nice is the place where most people stay based at, and that happens for a reason. The prices of the accommodation, the very good public transportation network, as well as lots of shops, malls, pharmacies, everything you need to find when you're based at a location, you'll find that in Nice. Not only that, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, French Riviera is quite family friendly, and Nice is certainly a great place for families. If you like to just walk around or take your kids to the beach, then this is going to be a perfect place for you. So I would highly recommend you to stay based at Nice if you can, and then from there take the transportation to the other locations. Some of the top things to do include the famous promenade that extends for about 7 kilometers, and it starts at the Nice's airport and it goes along the coast, which you can obviously do by foot, and I did it, but it can be quite a long walk. You don't have to walk from the Nice's airport to the center. You've always got the option of taking buses, but again, you can do that if you fancy. Now the walk in the promenade is beautiful, but if you're trying to get to the best views, then you need to go up to the castle hill where you can see the best views towards the Nice's promenade and the beach. Some of other popular things to do will be obviously walking in the Nice's old town, narrow and colorful streets, as well as visiting the colorful Place Masséna, and there is a lot more to it. If you like museums, there will be museums for you, and if you like churches as well, there will be a beautiful Russian Orthodox cathedral for you to visit. Finally, if you are quite sporty, you will love Nice. There is plenty of places to run, especially along the promenade, and not only running, but you'll find plenty of people on their bicycle, doing roller skating, riding an electric scooter, or even get creative, maybe standing over a skateboard, grab a broomstick, and paddling side to side. Yeah, I actually saw a guy doing that. Another thing that I would like to ask you guys to consider when you visit Nice is that the beach is full of pebbles. It's not the most comfortable one, and there is a massive dip when you start walking towards the water. So if you can't swim or you can't submerge, you should be quite careful when you visit this beach. And if you don't fancy pebble beaches, and I hear you, I'll make sure to bring more beach destinations closer to Nice on our next video. The second destination on our list had to be Monaco. Monaco is the second smallest country in the world, Vatican being the first. It is also one of the most dense countries in the world because they had to design everything very cleverly to be able to fit so many people in such a short space. Not only that, Monaco is one of the countries with the lowest percentage of unemployment, only 2%, and a 0% of poverty. And we all can understand that because only people who will have lots of money will be able to live in this country. There's other interesting things about Monaco, such as the fact that you can actually take a lift to go from one street to another, which is mad. Now, things you can expect from your visit to Monaco. First of all, you will be amazed by the beauty of this town and country, as well as the beauty of the views. Now, you will see plenty of skyscrapers together with this beautiful blue water, lots of private yachts, many people own luxurious cars, so if you are someone that is into cars, you will love Monaco. Not only because you can see cars that generally you don't quite see, but you can also visit museums such as the one with the car collection. If cars is not your thing, but you just want to see the glamorous life of these people, it is a very good place to watch what you could be one day. Or maybe not. But there is more to it than just cars and celebrities. You can visit the exotic gardens for a pretty nice view towards Monaco, as well as lots of plants and even some nice caves. You can also go on a walk towards the Princess Palace, which is a very popular site in Monaco, and where also you can find lots of gift shops, as well as nice views towards the harbor. Not far from it, you can visit the Oceanographic Museum, which is a very big oceanographic, and again, another popular site in Monaco. And of course, you can't miss a visit to the Monte Carlo Casino as well as the Opera House. The third site on this list is Es. Es is a very small medieval village that has beautiful, narrow, cobblestone streets full of flowers and is popular for its amazing views over the coast and surrounding towns, as well as being a place where they sell lots of perfume. Here you'll find plenty of gift shops where you can buy anything really. There's a lot of lavender products as well as perfumes, as I mentioned. You can also find all sorts of art if you want to buy for yourself or offer as a gift from your French Riviera trip. If you are in Es, make sure you go up to the exotic garden, as this is a place where you'll find the best views, and that's the place where you can spend most of the time in Es, really. Because it is a small place, you can easily spend only half a day here, or maybe even just a few hours, and then head to another destination. The fourth destination is actually one of my favorites, and that is Menton. Now, the reason why I love Menton is because it's pretty similar to one of the coastal towns back in the Italian Riviera, also known as Liguria, and I have a thing for colorful towns, and so I am guilty of liking this town for that reason. But Menton has more to offer than just colorful houses. Picture this, you've got a beautiful promenade, there is a free beach that is overlooking all of the colorful houses, you even have lockers that you can use to then go onto the beach and leave your stuff safely in the lockers. The houses are perfectly aligned along the hill, and there is a harbor right in front of the house that if you walk towards the harbor and see the town from there, it will give you plenty of nice views. Not only that, if you are an ice cream lover, then you're gonna love this town. There's plenty of ice creams with all sorts of flavor, really, some that I've never actually thought about it. I mean, with all of those conditions, doesn't it sound like paradise? It does to me. Menton, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, is the town that is located in the border with Italy, and so it has quite a lot of influence from Italy, hence why the colorful houses. If you're someone who literally doesn't care about colorful houses, harbor, promenade, beach and ice cream, and I mean, who are you? You could still visit this town for art. If you like Jean Cocteau, you'll find plenty of museums here related to him, but you could also just be interested in checking the Lemon Festival happening every year. So our fifth destination in our list is Antibes. Antibes is a popular destination in French Riviera, and that's mostly because of its charming old town with quite narrow streets as well as a prominent fort that is overlooking the beautiful and busy port of Antibes. Not only that, Antibes is also quite popular for its nice beaches, and please bear in mind that some of them will be private, but you can also find some nice public beaches if you don't fancy paying for them. If you are into art, then Antibes also has something for you. You'll be able to find the Picasso, Pene, or also the Archaeological Museum to explore. Sixth on the list is Cannes. Cannes could be one of the top destinations on this list, but in my opinion is not as nice as other places. And let me explain you in a second. Whereas Cannes is quite popular because of the film festival happening every year in May, most people will be visiting this place exactly because of that. So most people will be really interested in visiting the place where the festival happens, as well as the red carpet right in front of it. Cannes has a lot more to offer, although some people would argue that it's not a very good looking town. I actually enjoyed it when I was in there, but I recognize that comparing to other places in the French Riviera, the other ones can be more charming than Cannes. That being said, again, Cannes is not only about VIPs and awards. You'll be able to enjoy a nice time at a beach. And again, please bear in mind that many of them are private, while some will also be public. Things that you can definitely do in Cannes, apart from just looking at the celebrity side of it, will be walking along the popular promenade where you can find one of the most famous hotels in there as well. And visiting also the old town, where you can find a market that is very popular and where you can actually get that atmosphere of what a local's life is actually like. Other things to do in Cannes will be visiting the museum that is located in a fortress, and you can also go on a ride on a Ferris wheel, which is actually something that we did, and we really enjoyed the views towards the old port. The last location in our list is Saint-Tropez. Although it's a quite popular place, it's very small and you don't have a lot to visit. That being said, you will definitely enjoy the old town with narrow streets once again, the beautiful beach, and just bear in mind that restaurants here can be very pricey. So top things to do here will be pretty much enjoying a nice time walking around its narrow streets, as well as enjoying a good afternoon at the beach or visiting the Citadel to actually see a bit more of Saint-Tropez. And that was it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It is a short list since we only have 7 destinations to visit, but that will give you a very good idea of what you can put in your itinerary whenever you want to plan your trip to French Riviera. I will be bringing you another video next week with lesser popular places in the French Riviera. Now, these less popular places are obviously less crowded, and some of them might actually look like a proper hidden gem where you will feel just in peace with a beautiful background. So I hope this video will help you to plan your next trip, especially now that the world is becoming slowly a bit better and we are hoping to be able to go back to travel very soon. And once again, if you have any questions at all about these locations, I've been to quite a lot of them, feel free to leave a comment in the section down below. Leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe so I can bring more videos like this one and you will be aware of them. And I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye! Saint-Tropez. Erase everything I just said. White hair. I'm getting old.